Today, we're diving into a very specific kind of inner strength. You know, the kind that's often built in silence, when no one's watching. We're going to look at the key signs that you might just have a rare kind of mental power, a power built on three incredibly strong pillars.
This really gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? It's talking about those private battles, the struggles you faced all on your own. And it suggests that those moments, they weren't just about getting through it, they were about building something.
So that's the big question for us, right? What exactly is this deep, unseen power? I mean, is it just about being tough? Or is it something more? And how in the world does it actually get built?
To really get it, let's use this fantastic metaphor, an unseen fortress. Just picture that for a second. The idea that your experiences, especially the tough ones, have actually constructed a massive structure inside you, a source of incredible strength that other people might not even see.
And this is absolutely crucial. We're not just talking about grit or resilience here. This is about a fundamental change in the way your mind is wired, a real architectural shift. The very foundation has been dug up, reinforced, and rebuilt stronger.
Now, this isn't just some poetic idea, which is the cool part. There's a well-documented psychological principle behind all of this. So let's take a look at the actual science of how this mental fortress gets built.
The concept is called post-traumatic growth. And I want you to notice that key phrase, higher level of functioning. This isn't about getting back to normal after something hard happens. Not at all. It's about using that challenge as a springboard to evolve into someone stronger, more capable than you ever were before.
This slide just lays it out so perfectly. Look, resilience is so important, right? It's like a rubber band that stretches and then snaps back to its original shape. But post-traumatic growth, that is transformational. It's about bouncing forward into a completely new shape. It's like an entrepreneur whose first company fails. They don't just recover. They use every single lesson from that failure to build a much smarter, stronger company the next time. They didn't just bounce back, they bounced forward.
So, how does this rare power actually show up in your life? Well, it's broken down into three main components, which we can think of as the pillars holding up that entire internal fortress.
So, as you see, the three pillars are calm and chaos, an internal compass, and then this amazing combination of strength with heart. Each one of these is a dead giveaway that this deep mental power is at play. Let's dig into that first one.
The very first sign of this deep mental power is this ability to stay centered when everything and everyone around you is just falling apart. It's a kind of calm that can seem, well, almost strange to other people. So where does that come from?
The mechanism behind this is a fascinating idea called stress inoculation. Just think about an ER nurse for a second. Their first day on the job, probably terrifying, completely overwhelming. But after they've handled hundreds of smaller emergencies, their system learns not to hit the panic button when a major crisis rolls in. They've built up an immunity. It's like you've been vaccinated against panic.
And you see this pop up in very real ways. You're the one people look to in an emergency. You're able to take a step back and think, okay, what needs to be done right now, instead of getting lost in the drama. And honestly, your whole definition of what a bad day is has totally shifted. Something that might send someone else into a tailspin, for you, it barely even registers as a crisis.
So that first pillar, that calm, it gives you stability. But the second pillar of this mental power, well, that's all about your guidance system. It's the development of this incredibly powerful internal compass for your self-worth and your direction in life.
Okay, so the psychological term is a mouthful, internal locus of evaluation. But the idea is actually really simple. It just means you've shifted from looking outside for validation, for praise, for permission, for likes, to looking inside. Your decisions and how you feel about yourself are now anchored to your own values, not what other people happen to think that.
And this slide just nails it. The main question running through your head totally changes. It's no longer dominated by this constant worry, what will they think of me? Instead, it becomes a much simpler, much more powerful question. Is this true to me? Is this who I am? It's a huge shift from performing for others to just being authentic.
And that brings us to the third, and maybe the most remarkable pillar of them all. This is where that hard-won strength and a really deep sense of empathy come together, and they create something rare and powerful.
It's described as empathy and control. Because you've been through it, you can genuinely understand and connect with someone else's pain. You get it.
But, and this is the absolute key, because you've built that fortress, you have the emotional discipline to not be consumed by their pain. You can hold space for them without drowning in it yourself.
And let me tell you, this is a superpower. It allows you to be an incredible friend, a great partner, a phenomenal leader. You can offer real, solid support, because you're not just offering sympathy, you're offering strength. It also means you know, deep down, how to set boundaries to protect your own energy. You connect from a place of stability, not a place of sacrifice.
So as we bring all this together, the last and most important point is about ownership. It's about reframing your entire journey.
I mean, just let that sink in for a second. The marks left by your past, they're not signs of damage, they're not flaws. They are the unique signature of your strength, a testament to the fact that you went through something profound and came out with something that is uniquely yours.
And that's the bottom line. Surviving is passive, building is active. You weren't just a victim of whatever happened to you, you were the architect of your own strength, the builder of your own internal fortress, laying one painful brick at a time.
And so we end with this question for you. This strength, this calm, this compassion, it's a resource you have. The structure is there. It's solid. It's true. The only question now is, what will you do with it? How will you use this rare power you've built to live in your world?